Impulse buying is not just becoming a trend, but a challenge to how young people save money. Unplanned purchase decisions are creating new money problems every day. So, in this episode of Me, Myself, and My Money, Didi, Alexa, Zubie, and Ella continue their story with impulse buying.
Okay, so I got food from this online store. It was as if they cooked spice and then put rice inside to garnish it as per their cooking food. Do you know, if I took that money and I went to the market and I got stuff and I sat down and I cooked, I would have cooked food that would last me over the weekend and I can.
And you would
actually
actually
save.
save.
Yeah, you
You
save
actually
a lot
save.
more doing that. That day I wanted to cry hot tears because why? For what? What's the reason? There was
When
no
you
reason
cook,
for-
when you cook on your own, when you go to market, if you use 3K to buy food online, you use that same 3K, make soup or make something, like, you would eat that thing, like,
What
up
if you
to-
can't cook then?
if you can, sorry for
I'm
you.
talking for people that can cook.
Sorry
Get a
for
girlfriend,
you,
she'll
sorry.
cook for you.
people that can
Someone like me that like to categorize my expenses over and over again, I'll be like, Biko, you only live once.
Yeah, that's
let
the
me,
funny thing, yeah.
Let me buy this. Let me buy. At the end of the day, when you now buy that thing that you know you don't need, but because of being a girl that is so materialistic, you want to look good, and then you buy that hair, you buy that lip gloss. At the end of the day, you just see yourself. I'll have like NEPA bill that I'm supposed to pay.
And you didn't.
I
and you
forfeit
really
it
spent,
to buy
yeah.
this lip gloss.
You spend.
You understand?
And now-
At the end of the day, I'll now be taxing myself. Why did you do this? My account is red.
You actually take out money from somewhere else
Yeah,
to do
to do
that
the
thing.
And
You
it's
wouldn't
sad.
exactly know.
You wouldn't even know that you've
Because
taken
it's
from
more
it.
like, at that point, exactly, it's more like panic buying. You're like, I need to get it now.
Exactly.
Everything
Go
they waste
on
from your
kill
mind.
you after you don't buy the thing. You go just a chop
Like,
thing for it. Like,
There was
you
this
would
time,
have
yeah.
to,
I think there was this
you
time.
know.
I think it was like Pep in ShopRite. I think ShopRite away. Like, you know, one thing about Pep stores is that their thing looks very thrifty. You're not exactly looking exotic or very huge in
Yeah.
price. So when I entered Pep store, I got like 3 polos. In my mind, I was thinking, hi, it's 1525. You know, it's Pep after all. Things here look thrifty. So when I went to the cashier, I wanted to pay. The guy told me, the girl, sorry, said, is 34,000. I think 34,100.
At Pep.
That's 3 polos. But the funny thing is that I was there with people. You know, I wasn't just the only person going to Pep. And I was the person like hyping, let's go to Pep and get stuff, you know? Then I looked at my
If
friend.
you for your hand now, you
and
guys
I'm like,
just swipe on.
Nah. I'm like, okay,
Pause
let me just.
Just
Let me just
You have
do it.
to. You have to.
This just made me realize one thing. I went to Jabe Lake Mall in Abuja. And it happened to be that period I didn't travel because it was kind of impromptu. I didn't travel with any of my skincare products and all. So I was like, well, I need this sunscreen. I need moisturizer and all because I was going to stay for like 3 days. So I went to one pop-up shop there. I know how pop-up shops are at the mall.
Yeah.
They don't put price tag because if I saw the price tag,
You would have-
honestly,
yeah.
I would just go. I got like 3 or 4 products. Then I went to the cashier. So she calculated everything. I was like, oh. And while I was shopping, I noticed one fine brother. Like, this boy is fine. I continued. So I was in front of him. So I was like, oh, how much is it? Like, so amount of money. I was like, Jesus. This is not like the amount of money that I used to pay for distance normally in Enugu. But I didn't want to fall my own hand.
Yeah, you know, you have something like.
Because somebody's behind
Self-pride.
me, you understand? I wanted to do past myself. I reached for my card. Now, normal, let me pay.
Depends.
I gave her card and then she tried, it was not going, she was like, it's not going through, ma'am. I was like, me, acting like, oh, in my heart, I was like, thank God this thing is not going through. Thank God this thing is not going through. Because
Yeah,
I would have opted for, okay, let me pay via mobile banking. It's like, it was when I was trying to, oh my God, what is going on? I now noticed that the brother I was trying to impress
You
so like, hey, don't worry, nyam card.
Be going. You should go back to why.
This bubble is not just for me.
I beg.
it was
So
like,
when
I
I went home, I was just like, I was so happy. I was like, thank God you did not spend that money.
And if you had
Actually-
spent the money,
I've
And
actually
I
gone
noticed
to a
that. I was just
boutique
like,
before.
who are you trying
like,
to impress?
you spend
Who you want to impress?
money wait for you to do another
I've
thing
actually
before
went
you
to a
go.
boutique before, and then after the whole calculation now, the money choke, oh, guy. I can't ask myself, like, am I the one that is about to pay this money? Like,
Do I really need it?
I brought out my ATM card, no problem. Just collect. Let me just go home and cry. They didn't collect the money. It didn't go through. Like the girl was not looking at me, and me I was not looking at her, like it didn't go through. Say it. I was like, so it was like I think 5:30 then, and then they used to close their store at 6 o'clock or 6:30 that day. So and I looked at the time. She now told me that they're about to close. Or like you guys are about to close. Okay, now just give me my ATM. There is a bank outside. Let me just go outside and go and run the transfer, sharp. I come out outside, you don't see me again. Like, next day.
Use money and do
ASAP, market.
In as much as the banking sector in Nigeria is
sometimes
the network glitches, but honestly, it does, because at the end of the day, you look back and be like, well, this
thank God I did not
embarrassment
spend
is
the
a blessing
money.
in
Like,
disguise.
thank God I know, because if you spent the money, you would not sleep at night.
You don't sleep at night, and until the funny thing, because it's so unnecessary. Whatever you got it with the product you got from the money you spent, it's so super unnecessary.
They are not.
Even when you're wearing the
Sometimes
product,
it's not exactly
even when you're
unnecessary.
wearing the product, sometimes
Necessity
I'm
is
talking from my
subjective.
own perspective. Really. Even when you're wearing the product, like those polos I got from that store, they are really nice, but I still don't appreciate them.
I
feel
take
like
them special. I will take it special.
I really don't take it special.
As long
Like, is that
as
good to me?
Yes, as long as I spend that kind of, heavy money, I would take that thing special.
It's not, man.
Any day I wear it,
I'm
like,
I should have gotten
you might
this.
just be feeling it, like the day you bring it up to wear, you not be like, Shane at this clothes, Shane this
But
clothes that I
sometimes
bought
you know
for
say
this
you waste
amount
money,
of
sha,
money. You
I
get.
know where
I
it
will
is.
make
the thing
it
is that the
right.
product I got wasn't
Let
even
me
that
buy
special.
them now. It's my
it
money,
wasn't
of
worth
course.
Like it
And
wasn't,
it's
yeah,
expensive.
it doesn't really
At
worth
the
the
end
price.
of the day,
That's
just
not the
realize
problem
As
I
long
have
as
with
it is
it.
expensive and it is not worth the price, it is you that bought it. So you have to wear it and you have to actually cherish it because you spent your money.
I do
Like,
maintain
is
it though. But I just don't
hard-earned
share
money.
it.
Like it is your money. Like you spent the money and you didn't want to spend the money, but you finally spent the money. So now you have
So
the
make
thing.
you do it.
What would you do with that thing? You have to actually take care of it. You have to take care of it. It's not even
No,
one
I
night or
do wear
something,
them, but
like-
not like I really don't like. There's this guilt whatever that comes with it, like
You feel guilty.
yeah, some stuff like
Who
that.
send you make you go pay? For just bonus. You for
Just
comot.
mere,
You for-
just mere make I do.
Make you
Just
do.
Make I just do the stuff like
Money
that.
don't
But it will
come
never
out
happen
now.
again. Never.
No,
I
it
love
can't
my
happen
lesson.
again.
So no matter how good I think I am with saving money, there's there's this little problem I do have in the sense that I really like to look good, you know. So no matter how disciplined I think I am, I think I am for a month or whatever it is, I still have this need to panic buy stuff, especially shoes. Like I'm like, let me just do this. After getting this thing and after appreciating them and wearing them, of course, I still feel like, God, this money why I spend now, no just go well. Like it's just panic buying. If I don't get this thing now, psychologically, I feel like there won't be a need for me to get it again.
Yeah,
That's a
I
bullshit
get-
excuse. But just what I just tell myself,
understand
like,
what you mean.
if I don't wear this stuff right now, I don't feel like I can appreciate this stuff ever again. I'm just like, okay, let me just panic and get it. So it's really very flawed for a person that saves money properly, like me, though. So do you have any habit that you like?
I've been broke before and I did not die because I've been broke before and I did not die at the end of the day. That's it. Because you have been broke before and you did not die. You have.
But if you now,
I feel like
what if you now?
no, there's this day I almost died, true, but I've stopped ish somehow. But God, you've been broke before you did not die. And again, I just think I have this mindset that money doesn't belong to one person.
Yeah, money goes
For
and money
goes and
comes.
money comes. For you to
Yeah.
make money, somebody lost the money that you made. So like at the end of the day, whether it's buying unnecessary shoe or I spent it on house rent, the money still left me in one way or the other, and somebody else got it. So yeah, not the best thing. No, don't listen to me. Don't take
Nobody's
my advice.
listening to you.
Well, I think
Yeah, you
my
hate that,
problem
but
is
they are
budgeting. By the time you've calculated all the money that you've calculated, sometimes if the sum is big, like if it's big, like I'll be like, wait, what am I doing? I just worked for this money. Let me buy. And I'll be like, okay, I'm going to buy this one. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to budget maybe 3 things that I'm going to buy or 2. But trust me, I'm not buying 3. I'm going to enter there and I'm going to buy like double, like maybe 6 or so because I have the money. But when I come back, I'll be like, okay, I wanted to buy this in the market, but I've lost money to the extent that I cannot keep money in my account. If I am not locking up the money and saving it, I am spending it. Like, because you like you don't even know when it's going to be over for you, and when it's over for you, it's next of kin that will eat it.
And sometimes
But-
you budget for something, you go out,
Exactly.
you don't even buy what you budgeted for. You see another thing,
You
pick
buy,
something
you
else,
know,
you're just-
you might buy what you budgeted for, but you have to add. You have to add, like,
I totally relate with what you're saying because I've always lived by this whole, I work so much, so I should spend and enjoy as much as I work. And in most cases, it's bad. Trust me, I'm going to talk like, do not listen to me. In as well as you work hard, and then you want to give yourself this whole self-care, and then because I work hard and then I earn a lot. So what I would advise you, you see me talking about finance so much, but what I would advise you people, don't be like me, don't be like Ella.
Nobody's being like you.
Don't be
budget
like Ella.
properly,
Budget
try
properly.
to spend,
Exactly.
try
In
to
those-
spend wisely, save your money. Or
It's really difficult though, but
It's
No,
really
it's difficult.
So I'm not gonna like pretend it's
difficult.
actually
while
fine.
you
As
are
I'm talking
saving,
to
while
you,
you're
as I'm
spending,
talking-
you are saving now. You are not a fool. You are spending, you are saving.
You are helping
you will
the
not
economy.
be saving. You will not be saving. You will
You're
not
helping
be
the
spending.
economy.
Or
At the end
you
of
will
the
not
day,
be
shall
saving
try
and
and
you will
save.
not
No,
be
but you
spending.
see, honestly, but you see
What
yourself
goes
going back, you're
to
reverting
is-
back to the manuscript because
And
if you're
then your
saving more,
savings, like,
exactly,
save
you
you at the end
understand.
of the
So
day,
if,
you know.
if I'm saving
savings go
10%
save you.
and then this
Savings
month I
go
earn
save
a
you.
lot,
Yeah.
it's better I add, instead of saving the normal 10%, I save 15%. Do you understand?
No.
I'm just telling you, it would help. Trust me, try
No.
this out. It will help
yes,
you.
yes,
It
Yeah,
will
it
help
really- yeah, I
because
think
you
it's
see
very
yourself.
useful to
Because
actually
if you
talk about
continue living, that's what I used to do, and I realized that I keep repeating the same cycle over and over again. I don't grow. I'm just in that same.
you're in the same spot.
Yes,
it's like
I'm in
your
the same
stock,
spot because
yes.
I have this particular amount of money that I save every month. So it's that amount of money. Then months that I earn a lot, I'll spend
You have
a
to
lot.
spend,
So I
extravagant
still come
money.
back. Yes, I still come back to my starting point and start all over again.
It's like you're
You
not
understand?
growing. Money's
It's like I'm not
increasing,
growing.
just
The money will
something.
never reach to
Do
buy.
you have
Yes.
something like colo, like this type of box that you just, you know, because I do business, I handle cash a lot.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, I might be having like 20K cash, and that 20K cash, if I have it cash to the next day, to God,
You know,
it
go
will
see am
remain
again.
like
You
2K.
go
So
see 2K
I bought
remain.
this small box that anytime I have huge money from, yes, visible cash, I will just take out maybe, okay, this is what the person bought, this is the product money. I'll just bring out the product money, and then the money that is supposed to be for like maybe workmanship or something, I'll just fold everything. Like if it's 20K I got and then it's 10K that is what I'm supposed to have, I would fold that 10K and put inside that box. So me sometimes, because I have that box, I used to be like, yeah, you go save for box, you go still save for bank, and you know go still dey spend money. Well,
Yeah.
you know,
Different bank, when you save with banks, you know, there are certain apps that help you save money. They
Yeah,
have
but-
incentives, interest.
I do that
There's-
also.
yeah.
But I still do my
Exactly,
box.
yes.
That one
That one
that
is
the
the
main
one
goal.
you're
That one
saying.
is like, yeah, that
I'm
one is
saying
like,
you cannot run.
That's
Because in most
something
of
that
these
you
apps where you
hold
save
in.
money, because you're trying to not to break your, I've forgotten what they call it, but there is a particular period of time, if you remove your money before that time, before
Yeah.
the harvesting time, they will
lose your-
surcharge you, like they will
Yeah.
charge you more.
I've actually saved
all-
on Zen, like
We've all been there.
that time Zen came out, they were saying saving dollars. That dollars
And at the
are
end of the day,
going
you
up
actually
and
see your
everything.
money,
I put my money in Zen. A week in Zen, 2 weeks Zen, 3 weeks Zen. No more money they come up, dollar they come
course.
up.
It's more like a privilege to actually have this kind of platforms and actually because it's really very customer friendly and it's very much
user
easy
friendly,
to-
beginner friendly.
everything friendly
it's,
really.
It's
So
basically,
it's more like in this circumstance where teenagers, youth, whatever, find it very difficult to actually save money. This app helps
You to
out
lock the
more
money.
even. Yeah, this shady thing I'm going to say now, but it's actually very helpful to me. I don't know whether you guys actually like that. The advice per se. So last year, I have a shoe box that was there. I'm not going to say what it is. Far like lost it. So
Taking down the notes.
So I actually have this shoebox, right? I started saving change. Like, you know, after they have like 100 naira change, 15, even as low as 5 naira sometimes. I just like put it inside that shoebox. I started like last year. Around like September, I opened the shoebox. It was like still small, but like it was 10,000 naira. And this from January down to is it September? I've actually forgotten when the ember month that.
And that's like away from the money you.
And that's like a way
from normally.
yeah. So I'm just really saying that you can actually be practical with the saving
like,
itself. Like, it can
it
actually be
doesn't
very
have to
much
be-
practical. It
doesn't have to be 10,000, 20K.
Yeah. Or it doesn't have to like be a fixed account.
It's not
in the
because
bank.
I don't even will 10K, no means I know they pull 5 naira for that boss. Like any
Yeah, 'cause I
careless,
actually really do.
like any careless. Why I bought the box is so that money will stop lying around my
Yeah,
house.
Yeah.
careless.
Or
when
I would not just
Helps
have
you curb
1K
careless
cash
spending and all of that.
I would not just have 1K cash and then
So
Next thing
go-
you don't
go-
know.
oh,
Yeah.
you go just go downstairs.
I
you go
always
see
cannot
going
keep
back
account
to
of the little tunes I have.
Yeah, and
Honestly,
they actually
I
get
don't.
lost.
Yes.
And that's why it's better to find to fix it somewhere then really. Because the first time I really
That's
don't
why
give
I bought
account
my
of it.
box, man. That box, I save it with my life.
I can't even afford
Everybody
the
that
box.
enter
That's
my
like
house,
use my shoebox.
then that is
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's just like
Yeah.
1K or 5K.
Like-
Honestly,
like-
I always see all this colo thingy because
on
I
the
feel
own.
like money is not like I'm not getting incentives of this. So why am I
20 naira
doing
is-
this?
is-
You understand why am I?
Yeah.
So I always like to fix my money where I know I'm going to get something.
But when it's plenty money like
when
that, I really
something goes to
don't.
be
But
added
now,
to it,
like, I'm
all the
really
time.
buying into this because a lot of time you just
Yeah,
see,
you should.
I always have small change in my bag.
Buy something, change
my-
money.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
the
yeah.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't used to
Hold
do
the
keep
And there is, yeah, yeah.
my
So what's about
change.
that
Yeah,
saving?
no,
Especially
I'm going
keke
to.
people.
Actually, Keke will like
I
give
don't
me-
collect your
Most
100
people are
Give me
naira,
10
collect
naira.
your
Give me
50
my
naira.
10
Give it
naira,
to
please.
me.
Collect
Give it
it,
to me.
please.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
very-
like,
it's
give me back
important.
my money.
Because
but-
when they feel entitled about most times they'll
Yeah.
just be like,
Madam,
hey,
leave the
madam,
change
leave
now.
the
Happen,
change.
yeah.
In
Fine girl
Aquala.
like you.
Hey, fine boy like you, like-
So can collect my money from you.
If I'm going to find girl, like you be a fine girl, stand
get
there.
fine
You
girl,
know,
no
they
money.
check for
I'm
100
not check for-
naira, guys.
Stand
Just
there
give
wait
my
for
100
you.
naira,
That
make I
money.
dey born. Like, you get.
If your finances could talk, what
Yeah.
would they say? What would be their last words?
It's more like it's just gonna say I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like
Ashamed.
you're like the most
It's
stupid person I've
embarrassing.
encountered ever. Because I really get reckless sometimes.
Yeah, why do you spend like that?
Like, why do you even spend like that? I wish my money can tell me, Zubie, you're doing a good job, you're underspend. But it's really, Zubie, you're really embarrassing.
Nah,
You
it's
spend.
Ella that can relate to the you're doing a good job.
No, in as much as I try.
Spend.
As much as I try.
Everybody
most
be like
times-
Ella, spend-
Most times
spend
you have to
money
give up.
wisely.
You have to like give into
Yeah, you
the
have to like
whole-
Yeah.
give into
Yeah,
being a
so
human being even.
if my money could talk, honestly, it would tell me to go to enter those applications, enter those websites, clear those cards. You don't need to. You don't need to click next.
You
to
don't
go and-
click.
You don't need to make payments.
Delete those screenshots.
Delete it. All those your saved pictures are those
Oh, yeah,
screenshots that you can
Instagram,
write.
unsave.
I think that's what it's going to tell me because it's crazy.
If my finances could talk, I would not have finances. The finances no go to people talk
It will
to
not
me.
talk
Like
to you.
there will be no finances to speak
There will
to
not
me.
be
Like,
conversation.
it
You
does
know
not
it's
exist. Do you get like non-existent? Nothing.
Alex,
There's
let's see what we tell you.
there's no
Help me, help me, help me, oh, help me. Kilo day. Because I swear, I need like they need to get rope and tie me and tie the money together. So it's not, but it will leave. It will. That bag will not, you know, that bag will not carry itself. And
my sister.
to say you don't spend money, buy other things.
Well,
Sometimes I don't feel
everyone
bad for
Instagram
everybody
is just so crazy because it's more like once you just log onto Instagram, you're saying
You see nice things.
something.
Even though it's not a store,
it's
an online
inevitable.
store, you might appreciate someone clothing and you will so die to get it. Like it's worked that way too. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes I get stuff from seeing someone else wearing it on the
Yeah.
internet. I'm like, ah, shit, it's gonna look good.
Yeah.
I must buy. If
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
buy this
even
clothes,
when I don't, cause like we didn't get talk about the influencers though. There are some influencers that when you see, you know that I cannot obviously buy this because it's outrageous. The price is outrageous. I'll have to remake it. I can take it to my tailor. Ah, madam, I believe in you, Dad.
Exactly.
You go
Give
feel
your
it.
tailor
It's-
when
that's
you
that's
tailor
weird.
make-
That's I don't know
Give
for
the
you.
tailor.
I don't know
Give the
about
tailor
you, but I don't buy ready to wear
Is it people that give
online.
your tailor task, people that come and
I
blow
don't
up
buy
and
ready
that's
to
what I
wear
got.
online. If I see that sharp clothes online,
You find me, I'll make it.
Omo, my tailor, have fun now. You dey shop, I dey come. Like
Then you and tailor go
abeg,
dey drag
help
amendment
me.
and this side.
No,
the other
no,
side.
no. It depends on your tailor. My tailor cannot disappoint.
Tailor
because
rather set of people that
nah,
if
nah.
they show you-
It
Oh, but they
depends
show you
on-
pepper.
They show
It
you
depends on the
pepper.
person that is actually sewing
That's
your
just the
clothes.
thing.
Because even the one you're buying online, you might buy it and the material would be bad. That is the only problem I have with ready to wear because you see the material so fine, but when they bring
Alexa,
it,
is your clothes ready to wear?
Mba. 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 So, if you just see all these ready to wear, you go just want buy. But when you go buy, you go see say now inferior material, something they are selling 500 in the market, and you paid outrageous money
At
to
the end
get
of the
them.
day, money is really.
It goes and it
comes
comes.
and it goes.
Like,
You just have to.
You know, so that that money you feel like
Find
you've
what works
aimed,
for you
you left
at the end of
someone's
the day.
account, you
Yeah.
left someone's pocket.
Exactly. For you
Yeah.
to make money, somebody lost it.
that's
you
why I
find
don't
what
feel
works
bad
for you.
But
sometimes.
people should save wisely.
Chop
Download
life.
Save your
Zen.
money, use
Chop
Zen.
life. I
Make
Download
sure you.
cause-
I remember when Zen came
Chop
out. I think when I
life.
was in Osuka in UNN, they used to do this scan code something about.
Yeah, you can
food.
make
Yeah.
payments online.
People would pay 10 naira for a plate of food, salad, rice, beef. They used to chase us from SUB that time. Zen is really good, saving lives since
Zen is really
1900.
good.
Yeah, that's-
Save
that's
and
the
chop
end of
life. Make
Like,
sure
it's
you
really-
chop life
it's
while
really
you are
Alexa,
saving.
tell them to
Make
save money.
sure you chop life
Chop
when
life,
you
make
are
them-
saving.
chop
You
life
don't
and
need to
start
start
chop
chop
life.
life.
Don't allow life to